So guys, I uploaded a video 2 days ago talking about Denis Saplenkov, and he had mentioned some of his top 5 strongest arm wrestlers in his opinion, and one of them was Pushkar. And I made a comment saying that Pushkar could potentially be someone who would be able to face Levon if he hadn't passed away. By the way, rest in peace, Pushkar, the guy, absolute legend in the sport of arm wrestling. That's very sad that he passed away so soon, 5 years ago in 2018. But a lot of people gave me heat for the fact that I said Pushkar would be someone who could face Levon. I wasn't saying that he'd be a favorite nor that he'd crush Levon by any means, but I'm saying that if he were here and he had 5 more years training under his belt, he could be potentially someone to do it. I mean, he's not any further away than anyone else that's trying to beat Levon, in my opinion, because, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Levon is a step above everybody else. Like, if Pushkar were here, it would potentially be him. You know, Dennis, Kurdecha, Gasparini, everyone else. I mean, it's just, we're just waiting for the point where all these guys can catch up to Levon. But I said Pushkar could potentially have the possibility. I think people are forgetting how strong he really was, and he really was a silver bullet style arm wrestler, meaning that he has his one move and he's super explosive in it, but if he gets in an endurance match, he's not the strongest, similar to guys like Travis Bajent. But let's read some of the comments of what people said about Pushkar in that last video, and then I'm going to show some footage of Pushkar because the guy is an absolute legend. But let's see what some people said right here. Pushkar was a silver bullet puller. Absolutely. He had one super special move, that crash down press. I think Levon would have been able to stop him and bust that hand back. Most likely, of course, but again, we would never know. It's been 5 years since his death, unfortunately. So, because towards the end, people started to figure it out. Yeah, I think he lost to Trubin and some others, as I saw. Not saying he wouldn't have figured out ways to enforce that move, but blah, blah, blah. Pushkar will always be a favorite of mine, top 50 or less in the world. Yep, legend, rest in peace, legend, absolutely. Pushkar was a beast for sure, yep. Let's see, anything else mentioning Pushkar here? Caleb, my guy Caleb said, no disrespect, but Pushkar wouldn't stand a chance against Levon, in my opinion. Trubin and Gennady both exposed Pushkar's wrist weaknesses on multiple occasions before his passing. I did see that match between Trubin and Pushkar in Moldova, in which Trubin beat him on the right. So yeah, he definitely lost to Gennady as well, but definitely he's one of those guys where if his move, if it works, then he's going to be able to pin because it's just so explosive. If someone can't stop it, then it's over. Pushkar lost to a lot of people. He was great, but he would not touch Levon. Seems to be the popular opinion here, which, again, I'm not disputing that Levon would be a significantly heavy favorite against Pushkar if he were here, but we're just speaking in speculative terms because, like we said, he's not even here with us, unfortunately. So it's just a matter of imagining what it would be like if he were here. But let's look at some footage of him doing his magic when he was arm wrestling, because man, he was an absolute monster. I saw this match here from Moldova where he made Prudnik look like a fucking child in this one, and this looks like a pretty natty version of Prudnik. Definitely pre-top 8, pre-pancakes on the Prudnik there, if you will. That's pretty obvious, but just look at the dominance, and he's so intimidating on the table, Pushkar, like the way he stares in your eyes, and just the guy is an absolute monster. Look at this match right here. This is absolutely insane. He's just got that move where he just crashes down with side pressure. Oh my God. I mean, just Prudnik tries to like roll out, slip out somehow, but I mean, Pushkar, like you can see how much effort Prudnik is putting in there to try and get some type of slip. He tries going underneath at the end there, but Pushkar just crashes down, and then that stare and that growl. That's one thing I love about Pushkar, man. He's so intense on the table. There's a match with him and Farid Usmanov, which is like one of my favorite matches. He's literally like screaming in his face, like getting all hyped up. Like I love that intensity. Like this guy is truly someone who was very passionate about arm wrestling. You can't deny that whatsoever. Like here's a good match with him against Dave Chafee. I don't know the year on this, but let's see. I mean, here's a compilation, but he's beaten Dave Chafee. Like, here it is. He's beaten Saplenkov. There's a convincing win. Here's a left arm match against Usmanov. Look at fucking Usmanov is pissed off, too. Those guys, look at the intensity these guys bring. That is the slamming of the table. That is crazy. There's Pushkar beating Saplenkov. John Brzenk easily. Like, he's one of those guys, he'll just take you right to the pad. Like someone said, silver bullet style. So, like, he's fast twitch fiber dominant, meaning that he's so explosive and fast in a short matter of time. But guys like this can potentially be exposed in an endurance situation. For example, a super match, which actually he was against Devin on the left arm when he lost to Devin, and also Michael Todd. He went against Michael Todd. He beat Michael Todd, if I recall. It would have been like 4-2 or 4-3 when he had a super match against him. But in a tournament scenario, it's hard for anyone to beat Pushkar. I mean, he's so explosive. It's him against Bortolato. Brzenk once again. Man, that style is so impressive, man. Like, that is, look at John trying to slip, and this is literally the exploding hand technique. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, this is literally an exploding hand technique right here. You see John trying to slip, and Pushkar just keeps the hand, squeezes the thumb, squeezing the fingers, and he's pressing down. So much side pressure from Pushkar. The guy's an absolute titan. Look at that. And that's a John Brzenk from 2014, which is a good shape from Brzenk, I believe. Here's Trubin. Where's Pushkar on the left arm at Moldova? It's a good win from Pushkar there. What else we got here? Gennady. Just right over in the hook against Gennady. Just right to the pad. We've got some other old school matches. Oh, here's Brzenk again, 2015, the year after. Right to the pad. Look at John's face. Look at John's face. He's like, I had no chance. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, man, you got to put some respect on Pushkar, man. Like, this guy was a monster, man. It's too bad he's not with us, man. Look at the intensity he brings. I love this. I love it. I love people who are just intense about the sport. Look at Michael Todd there, just fucking chilling right there. But the intensity is so awesome to see in arm wrestlers. I absolutely admire that because I'm very passionate about the sport myself. So I see people like Pushkar who they really live and breathe this sport. It's awesome. Like, look at him. He's literally like, he's going up to the stage. He's growling. He's fucking hyped up. That's awesome. Beats Oleg there on the left on his mutated arm. Got some curl footage. Someone said he's 240. This guy, Pushkar, is not 240. Some dude left a comment, Pushkar was around 240. Bro, he's not 240. Tell me if this guy's 240. He's got to be 280 to 300 in this video at least. I mean, the guy is much bigger than 240. I'm 240. This guy is much bigger. Like, he looks at least 270, 280 in my opinion. 240? I don't think so. Is this him against Prudnik? Another match against Prudnik? It just seems to be easy work against Prudnik for Pushkar. Oh, against Michael Todd. What else we got here? Another match against Michael Todd. They had a super match. 2017, this is a year before he passed. See, he should be climbing more. He should be climbing more. Pushkar should be climbing the hand and then pressing. Climb and press. Get that height and then press down. And transition your shoulder behind it. Man, so much side pressure from Pushkar, man. What a fucking monster this dude was. There's a transition to the press there. The strap is coming undone and he's still pressing down. Oh man, look at that intensity. How can you not respect that? That's a guy who worked his fucking ass off for that victory. He's put in years into the sport of arm wrestling. That's all that passion coming out. I respect that. That's a monster. This guy has so much intensity. Like, guys like him and like Lupke's are like some of the most intimidating guys you could like have across the table. Like, Lupke's another guy who's just massive frame. You know he's just gonna go right to the side against you. Looks like here's Pushkar beating Lupke's. I mean, here's another match. I mean, you get the point. There's so many matches out there that you could watch with Pushkar. But the guy's an absolute legend. Rest in peace to Pushkar. Wish he was still here to see him compete in awesome tournaments. But I wanted to make this video, like I said, because I got a lot of comments about Pushkar in the last video, so I figured it'd be something to highlight. And let me know your thoughts in the comments on anything I discuss. I'd be happy to engage with that or make another video. So that's it for this video, though. I'm out.